I'm Andrew. I'm the executive director of the Access Soup Kitchen and Men's Shelter. I'm actually just started my 5th year in this place. I was on the board of directors for a year or so before I became director, and when the position opened, I knew this was something that I was needing to do for a living.
About me coming here, I would think I like it. They has really helped me out. Andrew, staff, they pointed me to a direction, to try to get housing, try to get my life back together. So I'm starting all over, but I'm doing it,
Because if it wasn't for here, who knows where I could have been. And then to get the opportunity to work here and tell everybody my story so they can understand that just because you're homeless don't mean you have to walk with the stigmatism. Because you'll see homeless guys walk down the street and they're not necessarily bad people, it's just hard times. I mean, we all have hard times, we all deal with it differently. And I mean, that's basically it.
There was a guy named Dwayne who lived on the streets of Frankfurt for about 20 years. He first moved into the shelter in the mid-90s. And he grew up, I found out when he was growing up, he huffed a lot of paint. Like he'd put paint or I don't know what he did, but it was some kind of huffing where he would get high from that as a child, and it destroyed his brain. So he couldn't really communicate with people. And we got him off the street. He was, for about 2 years while I was here, I was trying to help him because I didn't want to have to kick him out of the shelter, and he would, regardless of the weather, I didn't want to have to make him get out because an emergency shelter is what this is.
That's what pretty much landed me here, bad choices and stuff, but I'm not letting it get to me, you know what I'm saying? Some people just might get in the spot like I did and not try to make it, better.
Basically, I could have been under a bridge with a needle in my arm, or, in college.
But I got myself together. Like I said, I've been clean a little bit over a year or so, and I would never dream of me ever being here, because I always worked. I own property, houses, cars, lived a life. Now I'm 43 years old, now I'm sitting in the shelter.
These guys, I hear their stories, and I've heard the stories that you interviewed from today. I've heard those stories before. I know all that stuff about these guys, and because I listen to them. I listen a lot of what they say, and I feel like I'm studying them. That's what I'm doing. I'm studying what it's like, because, as you said earlier, we didn't grow up in the same place.
I didn't expect it to be like this, I went to one in Lexington. As soon as I walked in, I was like, nah. They just didn't really, you could tell that, it was just nasty. And you could tell they just let them do whatever they wanted to do, I just can't see anybody trying to, especially when you're in addiction, making it better. We do chores, stuff like that, being in a certain town. Like I said, you got to work around here to help out and stuff like that. That kind of keeps me on track, keep me focused, keep me,
Well, I first worked with the homeless in 1995. Yeah, it was 1995, and I just could never get away from it. I'm so lucky to be able to do what I do for a living. It's really good for the community to know what's going on here, and unless I tell them, they don't know. Like by me saying what's going on here, they get excited about what actually is here.